Namaste and welcome. It is Rishi here from meditatewithrishi.com, and today we are speaking about how meditation can help with anger, how meditation can help to reduce anger and eventually eliminate anger altogether. So naturally, if you are someone that struggles with anger, or perhaps someone in your family, then this video is definitely going to help, okay? So, first of all, what is anger? There is this quote that I love, which says that anger is when you poison yourself for someone else's mistake. Anger is when you poison yourself for someone else's mistake. How ridiculous is that? It's so true, isn't it? Like, anger it's an energy that it brings you down. It's so negative, like it eats you up inside. And it only happens because we are not able to control our thoughts and emotions, right? So let's define anger. What is anger? Anger, very simply, is an emotional reaction. It is an emotional reaction to something. So someone has done something or said something that didn't meet your expectation. It has hurt you in some way. And because it's hurt you, the way that you react, it's a trigger. The way that you react is through anger, okay? Because you want to feel heard. Now, when you strip away the emotional aspect, very simply, right? Just very, very simply, anger is just a reaction. It is just a reaction. Now, you've obviously heard the quote that in life, we cannot control what happens to us, but we can control how we react, right? We cannot control what happens to us. We cannot control what somebody is going to say or do, but we can control how we react, essentially. And this is where meditation comes in, because meditation enables you to control your reaction. How? Because meditation essentially helps you to control your mind, your thoughts, and when you can control your thoughts, you can control your actions and essentially your reaction, okay? It's very, very simple and very, very logical, because when you train the mind, you strengthen your mind, you are now in charge. You are now in control of how you want to think, how you want to act, and how you want to react, essentially, okay? So, do you see how meditation is the simple, logical solution for an anger problem, right? Now, let's take an example, okay? Let's just bring this to life for a second. If there is somebody that you picture someone who has an anger problem, okay? And picture them just going about their day, and let's say something happens that is a trigger for them, okay? So someone says something, and when you watch this person, you'll see that they are overpowered, okay? So whatever that person has said, instantly it triggers them, and instantly there is a reaction of anger. It's instant, right? It's a trigger, essentially. There is no space between one person's action and their reaction, okay? There's no space between one person's action and their reaction. It's a trigger. As soon as that person says something, their blood begins to boil, and it is ready to come out, right? Now, contrast this with a meditator, okay? A meditator, somebody who has trained very simply in keeping their mind where they want it to be, keeping their mind, their emotions where they want them to be. In meditation, what you're doing essentially is you're bringing your mind back to one object, the breath or a mantra, whatever it may be. And no matter what happens, no matter where your mind takes you, you are training your mind to come back to where you want it to be. You are training it not to react. You are training it in non-reaction, essentially. And this training in non-reaction, it naturally becomes a part of who you are. So when you now go into the real world and somebody says or does something that usually would trigger you, now it doesn't trigger you immediately. Now there is a gap. There is a gap between what they have done and your ability to create that space and decide how you want to respond. Your ability to create that space between their action and your reaction. Does that make sense? So this is very simple. It's a very simple training, right? To just summarize this whole thing, the reason why meditation can reduce and eliminate anger is because it gives you the power to control your mind, to control your thoughts, to control your actions, and to control your reactions, essentially. It's really, really simple, okay? Now, the reason I'm doing this video is because can meditation help with anger, is a really popular question, and for a good reason, right? Because anger is a serious problem. Anger is a serious problem. Let's be very real here. Just having one person that is angry in your household or your workplace creates a very negative environment for the other people, right? It creates, look, growing up, I saw a lot of love, but I also saw a lot of fights. I grew up in an environment where at any moment, anything could happen. Somebody could get angry, and they were like, anything could happen essentially. And the trauma of this is that you always have to be on high alert. Being a victim of growing up in a fearful environment, essentially, it affected my confidence, it affected my ability to speak, it gave me social anxiety. And it's only, because I discovered meditation that I was able to overcome all those things. It's only because of meditation that I can stand here and do a video like this today, right? So anger is a serious problem, and meditation is something that can definitely help. So if you are someone that already has a practice, take this video as an encouragement to continue your practice and to scream and shout about it to people who need it, or to everyone, right? And if you don't have a practice, okay, if you want to learn how to meditate, if you want some help, if you want somebody to just guide you through the process, what do I do? Then that, of course, is something that I would love to help with, okay? So I teach a course, a very simple course in yogic meditation, okay? It's 4 sessions and it's via Zoom. So you can learn from the comfort of your home at a time that you like, okay? If you're interested, you can book a call with me. Just go to meditatewithrishi.com, have a look at the information, and if you like it, you can book a call with me to just have a chat and see if it's for you. And a lot of people I know will be thinking about this for someone in their family, okay? So in my experience, trying to tell someone to go and do a meditation course is not going to go down well, right? So doing it together, just joining together and being there to support them kind of takes off the pressure. So there's that option as well. You can just join as a group, a few people and learn together, okay? So that is it. I really hope this helps, okay? And to summarize once again, the reason why meditation helps to reduce and eliminate anger is, number one, because it helps you control your mind and your thoughts and your actions and your reactions. But secondly, also because meditation dissolves your ego, which means that you stop thinking about yourself as I'm something. And when you when you don't think about yourself very highly, then you have very little to get angry about because nobody can hurt your ego, okay? So it helps on a multitude of levels, but that is it. I really hope that this helps. Thank you very much for listening. Namaste.